Her death will be tragic, but no one will suspect anything other than a terrible accident. The casual cruelty of hearing my own name spoken in the context of my planned murder made bile rise in my throat. The phone call ended with a soft click. I heard his footsteps crossing the hardwood floor, coming toward the living room where I lay pretending to sleep. Each footfall sounded unnaturally loud in my ears, like thunder announcing an approaching storm. "Hey there, sweetheart." Wayne's voice was gentle and loving as he perched on the edge of the couch and shook my shoulder with what seemed like genuine tender concern. "How's that headache? You feeling any better now?" I opened my eyes and looked up at the face I'd trusted completely for over 2 decades. The same warm brown eyes that had gazed at me lovingly on our wedding day in the little chapel outside town. The same hands that had held mine through my father's sudden heart attack, my mother's slow, painful decline from cancer, every crisis and celebration we'd weathered together as a team, and now those hands were planning to kill me. "Much better," I managed to say, forcing my voice to sound sleepy and content while my mind raced with terror. "The rest really helped. That medication Dr. Patterson prescribed is amazing." Wayne smiled and brushed a strand of hair from my forehead, the gesture so familiar and loving that for a split second, I wondered if I'd somehow misheard the conversation. Maybe I'd been dreaming. Maybe the migraine medication had caused hallucinations. But the cold certainty in my gut told me otherwise. "Good. I'm glad," he said, leaning down to kiss my forehead. "I was thinking we could order Chinese tonight from that place you love downtown. The one with the amazing sweet and sour chicken." My last meal, I thought with crystal clarity. He's planning what he thinks will be my last meal. "That sounds absolutely perfect," I said, my voice steady despite the terror clawing at my throat like a living thing. Wayne stood up and stretched, looking every inch the caring, devoted husband. "I've got some paperwork to finish up in the office. Then we'll have a nice quiet evening together." I watched him walk away, noting details I'd never paid attention to before. The slight limp in his left leg from an old construction accident, the way he favored his right shoulder when lifting heavy objects, the scar on his knuckles from a mishap with a circular saw 3 years ago. If I was going to survive this, I needed to start thinking like him, calculating, observing, planning. That evening, we shared our Chinese takeout at the kitchen table while rain drummed against the windows. Wayne was more attentive than he'd been in months, asking about my day, telling stories about his work crew, laughing at my jokes. Under normal circumstances, I would have been delighted by the attention. Instead, every smile felt like a mask. Every tender gesture felt like manipulation. "You know what I was thinking today?" Wayne said, twirling lo mein noodles around his fork. "We should take that vacation we've been talking about. Maybe somewhere warm this winter, Florida or the Caribbean, a vacation he knew I'd never live to take." "That sounds wonderful," I said, playing along with his charade. "We haven't had a real vacation in years." "I'll start looking at packages tomorrow," he said, reaching across the table to squeeze my hand. "We deserve some time together, just the two of us." After dinner, Wayne settled into his